Imagine trying to read a 200-page corporate report and actually enjoying it. Sounds kind of impossible, right? Well, what if the storyteller wasn't a person but an AI? Today, we're diving into a really cool, pretty groundbreaking YouTube channel that's doing just that. It's putting AI in the director's chair to tell the stories of big companies. So the channel's called Inside Brazilian Companies with AI, and their slogan? AI-powered storytelling. I mean, that says it all, doesn't it? It's a pretty bold claim, and it really sets the stage for what is honestly a super fascinating experiment in making content automatically. And that really gets to the heart of the whole thing, you know? The big question is this: can an AI really take a super dense, jargon-packed, 200-page annual report and turn it into a story? Not just a summary, but a story that's actually interesting? That's what we're going to find out. All right, so here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll talk about what AI corporate storytelling even is. Then we'll look under the hood at how the AI engine works. We'll see what you actually get in an episode, understand the real goal behind this whole experiment, and wrap up with the super important disclaimers. Let's get into it. Okay, first up, AI tells corporate stories. And the most important thing to get right off the bat is that this is an ongoing experiment. This isn't some perfectly polished, finished product. Think of it more like a public lab, where we get to watch them test out what AI can do right now. So what does AI-powered corporate storytelling even mean? Well, basically, it's the art of using AI to take these super dense official company documents, the ones that can put you to sleep, and magically turn them into a story that's clear and actually engaging. It's like being a detective, trying to find the real story hidden in all the numbers and legal jargon. All right, now for the really cool part. How does this whole AI engine actually work? Let's break down how they go from just raw data to a finished video. And the key phrase here, from the creators themselves, is with minimal human intervention. The first thing to know is where the AI gets its info. And this is so important. It isn't just, Googling stuff. Nope. It's being fed the official documents directly from the companies themselves. We're talking annual reports, sustainability reports, reference forms, the real deal. This keeps everything grounded in what the company actually published. And the process is surprisingly simple, really. It breaks down into 3 main steps. First, they feed those official documents into the AI. Step 2, the AI gets to work and generates the entire script and the slides. Then, for the final touch, step 3, AI voices narrate the whole thing. And let me just repeat that because it's pretty wild. The entire conversation, all the slides, the main takeaways, it's all generated by the AI. There's no human narrator here. Like we said, human involvement is minimal, probably just some light editing to stitch it all together. It's a true test of what these AI models can actually create. So after all that, what do you actually get? What does an episode look like? Well, what you end up with is a 15 to 20-minute discussion, kind of like a podcast, that's completely hosted by AI voices. And it's not just a random collection of facts. Each episode is structured to give you a pretty solid overview. The AI will walk you through the company's financial performance, it'll dig into the big strategic moves they're making, point out some key projects they're working on, and even touch on their ESG and sustainability efforts. It's the whole shebang, all put together by the AI. And, just like the name says, inside Brazilian companies, the channel zooms in on the real heavyweights in Brazil. We're talking about the big, publicly traded companies on the B3 stock exchange. The ones that are major players in the country's economy. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about the goal here. It's really important to understand that this project is not trying to replace human financial analysts. That's not the point. At its heart, this is purely an experiment to see what AI is capable of, both its strengths and, just as importantly, its weaknesses. The creators actually put it really well themselves. Their mission is, and I'm quoting here, to show how AI understands and explains real-world companies through their own official documents. So yeah, it's all about putting the tech to the test with messy, complicated, real-world data. So you might be wondering, who is this channel really for? Well, it's probably not for the investor who's looking for the next hot stock tip. It's really for tech and AI geeks like us, people who are just super curious to see how these big language models actually perform when you throw some really complex, real-world information at them. All right, last but definitely not least, we need to talk about the fine print. This is the disclaimer part, and it is absolutely crucial. We've got to be super clear on what this channel is and what it is not. And the difference is pretty simple, but it's a big one. What this channel is, it's an educational experiment. It's a high-level overview made by an AI. What it is absolutely not financial advice. It's not recommending stocks. And it's definitely not a flawless analysis you should bet your money on. And because a machine is making this stuff, you have to go in with your eyes open. You've got to be aware of the pitfalls. The content could have errors, it might misinterpret something complicated, it'll probably oversimplify things, and yeah, you might even get the occasional AI hallucination. That's when the AI just kind of makes something up. So there is no guarantee that it's 100% accurate. Which, of course, leads to the most important takeaway. You have to do your own research. They really, really encourage viewers to go check the original documents, look at the company's investor relations site, and basically verify everything for yourself. The best way to think about this channel is as a super interesting starting point, but definitely not the final word. But in the end, the channel leaves you with a really bold thought. Their closing line is, "Welcome to the future of corporate storytelling." And you know what? It's a powerful idea, a glimpse into a future where AI could play a huge role in helping us make sense of all this complex information out there. And that really just leaves us with one final question to chew on. I mean, if this is what AI can do today, if it can take a massive corporate report and spin it into a story, what on earth is it going to be explaining to us tomorrow? The possibilities are kind of mind-blowing, aren't they?